Okay, I'm not sure why my stream server decides to connect to the server in Texas. So there might be some lag. Hope not. But anyway, welcome everyone back. This is Amateur Dota 2 League Season 6 European entry level playoffs. We have a game between Auspicious Immortals against CM. Yes, I am always lazy to read names, so you will have to deal with that. Anyway, the first band coming out from Team CM will be the Lycan. And the first band coming out from Auspicious Immortals will be Axe, which is a pretty much almost always banned hero. Axe is not particularly fun to deal with right now, even after the nerf, though I feel the nerf wasn't too significant compared to the nerf on, say, Juggernaut, which was more significant. That's something pretty annoying to deal with. Before the nerf, now it's much better. People don't like straight ban Juggernaut anymore. Of course, now is the meta game is the heavy physical damage meta game. We have a lot of troll warlocks being picked up. Juggernauts being picked up before this. Now that it's being nerfed, it's slightly better. Agility gain and base agility is being nerfed, I would believe. Paired with the crit chance is just pretty ridiculous. Okay, we follow up with a ban on Whips and Tidehunter from each team respectively. A first pick being picked up would be Skywrath Mage by Team CM, and Vengeful Spirit being picked up by Auspicious Immortal paired with Luna. Of course, if Vengeful Spirit is an excellent high damage output support with its aura and negative armor. Magic Missile is also one of the most high powered damage stun. It doesn't stun for extremely long, but even at level 1 it deals a pretty large amount of damage, and with negative armor from Wave of Terror and the additional damage aura pairing with Luna's additional damage aura, they could push really fast, and Luna could just throw a lot of damage in a very short period of time. Skywrath Mage being picked up by CM. I'm not too sure why they pick up Skywrath Mage. Usually Skywrath Mage is usually picked up if Lion is being banned. Lion is of course probably one of the support that scales with lever the best. The stun, the hex, the mana drain to sustain in lane, and of course the Finger of Death to throw a large amount of, okay, they picked up Lion too. So they have two very annoying supports, this Lion and Skywrath Mage. Of course Skywrath Mage is better at harassing in lane. Definitely it has a higher mana pool, and of course I believe its spells cost less mana to just sustain within the lane, to just constantly throw up its first skill and deal significant amount of magic damage, low cooldown, low mana cost, and all this kind of thing. The silence is of course also very important in certain situations. Venomancer will be banned out as a third ban, and Brewmaster will be banned out by Auspicious Immortal as they are third ban. So looks like they don't want to deal with a very team fight lineup. And Abaddon will be banned out as a fourth ban by Team CM, while Troll Warlock will be banned out as their first hard carry ban actually. Unless you want to, okay, X is a core, not really a hard carry. Draw Ranger will be picked up, so we have a ridiculous amount of aura boost on their damage right now. Draw Ranger has a 28% aura but boost 36. Okay, he has a 36 range boost, and this is a 48 damage, 38 damage, and this is a 36%. So that's a crazy amount of damage. We have a 72% boost and an extra 38 damage coming up from Luna. But of course, Vengeful Spirit, Luna, and Draw Rangers are all also very low max HP pool, especially dealing with magic damage. So they would probably need to rush a BKB as soon as possible. Luna might even consider going to the BKB before going for the Helm of Dominator. A Visage will be picked up as a fourth pick, so a little bit of tankiness coming up from the lineup finally. Visage definitely takes the Mystic Flare and Finger of Death pretty well, especially once you max out Gravekeeper's Cloak. And probably get a pipe or something. It would be able to help them take a lot of damage. As you can see now, CM's going towards more tanky heroes. Lions and Skyrive Mage, of course, being able to kill Luna and draw very, very fast. Also have the ability to die to Luna and draw extremely fast. A little bit of slow coming out from Drow Ranger, maybe 3 to 4 hits with a Vengeful Spirit aura around, and you're probably dead. Especially Drow with more significant range compared to Luna. Centaur Warrior, of course, with the return, deals pretty well with Luna and Drow Ranger in the early game until he gets his Blade Mail to deal even more feedback damage. Wraith King also very tanky, and though not the best carry. Honestly, they would probably want to pick up Juggernaut, who could spin away from the slow and stuff, who is much better, scales much better in the late game, I guess. Wraith King relies a lot on the item, and it on itself does not really last isn't exactly an extremely good late game hero. It's sort of like a Mirana, where it's a good carry, but it's not a super hard carry. You probably definitely lose to a Luna with equal farm kind of carry. Brister Back will be banned up as a final ban from Team CM, and Storm Spirit, as you can see, was already banned by Auspicious before that. Of course, Storm Spirit with high mobility is not something their lineup wants to deal with. They don't have a lot of stun. They have a Vengeful Spirit secured stun and a Visage double stun, but that's not exactly a sure confirmed stun. And of course, on the other side, we have Wraith King stun, a Lion has a stun, and a Hex. We have a Silence, which isn't too important. The Silence, Auspicious Immortals picked a lineup that doesn't rely on the Silent too much. A lot of right click damage coming out of this. Even Visage, the Familiars will be able to deal with significant amount of damage with Drow Ranger's aura and Luna's aura around, and plus with Vengeful aura, I think even when it reaches 0, it should still hit for around 50 damage, I think. Well, 38 plus the 10 is already 50 damage, so it should be about like 70, I think, with the auras. So that's a pretty scary amount of damage, considering a really high attack speed coming up from Visage Familiars. What we have now is waiting for the 5th ban. We do not have an off-lane hero in the Auspicious Immortal. You might want to maybe pick up a Clockwork, or even a Darkseer would be pretty good to just pull everyone into or pull people who are running away, pull everyone into a war, create a lot of chaos, so Luna and Drow can just pick off certain targets easier. Vengeful Spirit, of course, an excellent hero to just save these two. They might be able to run the Visage on the solo off lane, and not sure. It looks like they lack a mid hero more, or they may be able to run the Visage in the mid too. It really depends on what the opponent runs on the mid, but from what their lineup looks like. Okay, you will have a mid hero. The puck will be picked up. Works almost the same way like the Darkseer. You either pull them back or you stop them from running away, because Puck's ultimate has a longer cooldown compared to I think it's not too much difference. Anyway, Puck will be picked up as the final pick, so we will have a mid hero. I'm not sure who's going to go off lane now. You can't exactly lane the Luna and the Drow together. So I guess the Drow and the Visage would go off lane, and the Luna with the shorter attack range would go to the safe lane along with the Vengeful Spirit. But we'll see how they lane this up. Hard carry will be picked up by the Phantom Assassins, so the Skyrive Mage would likely be the hero going mid. And Lion would likely support the Wraith. The Wraith King looks like a support here. I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure. This lineup is pretty interesting on both sides. We'll see how they plan to line up. Anyway, we'll have strict look up at here. Puck Harmony from Team Auspicious will be on the puck, Sniffy on the Draw Ranger, Eplox on the Vengeful Spirit, Cove on the Visage, and Fluffy will be on the Luna. On the other side, we have all 5 of the Dire Hero going down onto the bottom lane. We have El Canar on the Wraith King, MIG on the Skywrath Mage, Tonks on the Lion. A smoke being used right here. It looks like they want to try to get a first blood and picked off right here. And we have Hypno on the PA and the stand-in Nismul on the Centaur Warrunner. They will actually just skim past everyone and miss the Luna. So the 5 heroes roaming, who is this here? The Lion's being stayed back right there. Did you see the PA though? The Luna's trying to run away, being slowed down. Looks like this will be first blood going away. 2 stuns coming out and connecting at the same time. Centaur Warrunner skills double edge and gets the first blood on the Luna. So the smoke was worth it after all. He managed to ward off the camp and also managed to get a first blood on the Luna. The meat will go, the bounty runes will go to PA and Park, so it looks like PA will be taking the mid lane and Draw Ranger will be taking the mid lane instead. So that's interesting because I think the Puck doesn't do too well against the PA. Actually, the Puck should be able to zone out the PA pretty well. I'm not personally too sure, but the Puck will be on the off lane right here. And a little bit of damage being thrown out onto the Puck, but he will just be able to scale away from that. He was going in, attempting to maybe to ward up the safe cam. But they now know that the Puck does not have the phase shift. So may be able to be a little bit more aggressive, zoning him out from here. Might even give away. No. Managed to zone himself up, and Mix will actually take a hit from the tower. It's pretty costly, especially considering you're a Skywrath Mage and you're only level 1. Centaur Warrunner. Taking a significant amount of damage here from the Vengeful Spirit, and of course the Lucent being thrown out. Lucent being skilled at the first lever, hoping to slow the opponent down and get away just now, but not knowing that there was 5 heroes all there in the jungle. Otherwise I believe Fluffy would not have skilled that skill. Or maybe he skilled that just to be more aggressive right now. Surprisingly, Luna is actually under level compared to the Vengeful Spirit. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, maybe did she die and not get back to the lane in time or something like that? A return being skilled already on the Centaur Warrunner, so that's going to be pretty annoying for the Vengeful Spirit, and or not doing that well on farm right now. Wraith King and PA leading the charts. A border is being picked up by the PA. Draw Ranger of course has the issue of just scaling very quickly once she reaches level 6. Oh sorry, a kill on the top lane rotation from Lion, getting a kill onto the Puck, which is only level 2 right now, almost on 3. Centaur Warrunner definitely doing much better, about a whole level above the Puck. So and Luna picking back up on farm. Draw Ranger 2 should be picking up pretty quickly. Once you get a little bit of Wraith Bands and definitely a lever into an ultimate marksmanship, she will be able to do a significant amount of damage increase for a short period over that short period of time. So visibility rune being held here by the PA, so creep goes right down underneath. The Centaur Warrunner is actually trapped behind here, though I don't think they have enough stun to burst down 800 damage. Okay, Centaur Warrunner does get to make himself. One actually would go in and engage onto the Visage. The stun and the double edge will connect and they will get the kill down here. And an engagement down in the mid, actually the two supports rotates on the Draw Ranger and gets a kill onto the Draw Ranger. No invisibility rune being popped just yet. Vengeful Spirit will rotate top to assist the puck, which has been struggling quite a lot, honestly. And a haste rune being picked up by the PA. This could be pretty troublesome. Right, tanky heroes up there, so I guess they would only engage if they get the chance to engage on the Skywrath Mage. Lion taking a significant amount of damage right there on the back harassment from his own neutral creep that he's trying to steal some mana from, and an engagement haste rune being used to get a kill onto the Visage there. Potential engagement here, 3 on top. A stun will be thrown up onto the Vengeful Spirit, the second stun chain from the Lion, and she will go down. So 6 kills to 0 right now. Auspicious not in a good position. But these heroes, one thing about the Auspicious lineup is once they reach level 7 or 8, the amount of additional damage that each of them get is pretty significant, because Draw Ranger gives bonus damage according to Draw's agility. So as you can see, 2 Wraith's bands already picked up right here, and once the ultimate gets picked up, she gets 40 additional agility, and that would probably mean currently she has about 90 attacks, so by then by level 6 she'll have about 130 with the ultimate boost, 130, and she would get a 36% boost. There will be about 35 additional damage to everybody. Okay, the bonus damage actually comes from this, so it's probably about 30 damage additional, 25 damage additional for everyone. And as you can see, the whole lineup is actually all range heroes, so that's gonna be pretty high amount of damage. Slow being used up, engagement with the center runner, stun being thrown out right here, and he will go down to the Visage instead. Lunar Burst and engagement here onto the puck, slow being thrown out. Silence being used onto the puck though, so he will go down and not being able to replace shift and jump out of that. So both offlaners will go down. It's 1-7 right now, and looks like Dire will be able to chip up onto the tower quite a bit. Vengeful Spirit will pick up a regeneration rune to get a full mana regeneration. So Centaur Warrunner. So level 6 already, Puck's probably just level 5, 1 level behind. A lot of them have their level 6 already actually, only the 2 supports do not. Potential engagement here, slow being thrown down, stun 2. I don't think there's enough damage to just... Why isn't he throwing? And the stun will be thrown and double H. Visage will actually go down. I'm not sure what Visage is doing. Why wasn't Soul Assumption used? Soul Assumption would definitely have killed the Centaur. Almost within stun range. Probably not within stun range yet. Stun being thrown out, and so the Lion might actually give away a kill here. That's a lot of damage coming out from the Vengeful Spirit. Luna will be able to throw and get the last hit onto him, but both of them are in pretty dangerous situation right now. And the PA will dive the tower to try to get this kill, but is now trapped in the bottom lane with a lot of creeps hitting onto him. Slow being thrown out onto the PA, and yeah, it looks like the PA is interested to try to dive and get a kill onto Vengeful Spirit. Bottling up here, so Vengeful does not have enough mana, and she's actually in a pretty dangerous position right here. And the Centaur will come in and attempt to connect the stun onto it. The stun will connect, and it will go down Another kill given away to Team CM. There's a damage increased by 32, so double damage being picked up on PA. Now that's a dangerous. Well, arguably it doesn't actually skill as well on the PA as. And looks like the Luna will go down. Stun being thrown out onto the Visage though. As you can see, the Draw Ranger is dealing a lot of damage, but of course she herself is like a glass cannon right now. You can do a shitload of damage, but at the same time you also take a lot of damage. Sentinel Warrunner walking all the way back home. No wards from Team Auspicious to just scout out this whole thing. They're not being able to give into the position, but the PA will go down to the Luna, and they may be able to pick up a second. Lion will be here, and he will be slowed up. So Luna's ultimate being popped right there, but it looks like she will go down once again to the Centaur, which is being slowed up by the draw. 3 kills going the way of the draw, 2 kills going the way of the draw, and third one coming right up with a crit onto the Skyrife Mage. And the draw will get 2 kills. That's the thing. Once you reach level 6, and now she's level 9, getting a lot of experience from the past exchange right there. And looks like they may be able to take 1 lane of tower maybe. They are throwing out a crazy amount of damage, as you can see. Everyone has the boost and the extra damage here, also just giving a 28 amount of damage. Slow being thrown out to the Vicious. Draw Ranger is still here. PA coming in. Slow being thrown out very nicely, but an engagement might be change the direction of the engagement direction may change. The Central Runner might go down, and he will go down to the Draw Ranger. And ultimate being thrown out right there's the Mystic Flare being thrown out onto the puck alone, but part of it was dodged with the phase shift. And none of them wants to be caught right now. A slow and stun. PA will blink in onto the Draw Ranger, who is now ultimately being dropped down onto the PA, not being able to get away, and he will go down to the Luna. But the Draw Ranger managed to go down to the dagger from the PA too, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. A pause call was thrown out by the Wraith King, but his teammate didn't pause, so I don't think the Radiant should pause anyway. And they will get the T1 tower going the way of the Luna, slow being thrown up onto the Centaur Warrunner, who is backing off, but the Radiant team is backing off too right now. The blink already out on the Wraith King, and what is the Visage doing? Visage is staying there to die. Everyone else will TP out. Visage will go down. It's a price being paid for taking the T1. So being thrown out onto the Draw Ranger. Of course, once you blink in, you lose your additional 40 damage, attack speed, and also the bonus coming out from the Precision Aura, which should be about like 10 damage. So you lose about 50 damage and a lot of slow. What rune does she have? She has a haste rune. This looks like a lot of luck coming out from the PA, honestly. A lot of dodge. That's just a crazy amount of dodge coming out from the PA. And no TPs coming in to support her actually, so if TP would have come in, the PA would have been forced to back off. Now here, Aura being thrown out to reduce the amount of armor. PA continues to throw daggers out with the border up to just recharge, but I don't think she can jump in. Luna does have her ultimate up and ready. So we have the Wraith King here. So a blink and a stun would probably prevent the ultimate from being popped. They will spot the Wraith King here though. And the Wraith King will be caught right here alone as he's going up on a slow being thrown out, and he will blink away to safety. Centaur Warrunner swinging into the jungle right now. The whole team is there. Lion and the PA. Radiant does not have any vision on this. Yeah, but the Wave of Terror will help them spot it out, and the Centaur will be within range. It's starting to be slow right now. And more magic. Ultimate being thrown out, and a stun swinging in onto the Vengeful Spirit. Ultimate being used on the Luna to prevent her from bursting. Puck also being burst down in extremely quick manner. Wraith King being brought down, and SWAT brought in the Centaur Warrunner, which will go down to the Drow Ranger. And Drow Ranger looks like she's just giving up and trying to run away and trying to pick up the Lion. She will get a second kill onto the Lion, but the PA will get a return kill. Visage now trying to run away with just a normal boots. Very slow speed, so no mana to do anything in return. And they will get 4 kills actually. 2 kills the way of Auspicious, 4 kills going the way of CM. And looks like this first game is pretty much well in hand. Actually not really, only 5,000 gold in. That's surprising considering the amount of kills. And it looks like they want to get this middle tower. More and more TPs coming in onto the middle, but Creep Wave is also coming in, and Radiant are mostly have been respawned. Visage finally has his level 6, so they will have stun being thrown out of the Vengeful Spirit, but on the other side, the Drow is also being stunned. Stun being thrown out by the Vengeful Spirit on the Centaur Warrunner, which will be burst down. Wraith King will go down in extremely quick manner. There you have it. The extremely scary. Okay, Luna being trapped right here and silenced up on the back. Swap being used by the Vengeful Spirit may not save her, and does not save her. She does go down in the end. So it will be a 1-for-2 trade, though both of them are sort of support utility, not really the hard carry. The rear target they want is probably the PA and of course the tower. PA is having a lot of luck on his side. That's one reason a lot of people hate this hero. This hero is all about just pure sheer luck. If you dodge a lot like just now, that's way more than 50% I think she dodged. That's the thing about PA that everyone hates, I guess, and love. You just dodge a ridiculous amount, but every time I play PA, it doesn't dodge for shit. Haste Rune is in the border, and we do have a ward right here, so having a pretty good amount of vision. Both teams have that amount of vision. Slow being thrown out to the puck. Reef will be used, silence being used, and he will bring away. PA wants to chase, and an ultimate will be popped up by the PA. Is out of position and will go down anyway. Skyrock Mage going down to the Luna's ultimate too. Lion being out of position and will go down to kill for Fluffy. And looks like this is a tower going the way of Radiant for sure. So the Radiant's lineup starting to crawl back in right here with the significant amount of damage increase coming out from all of them. And as you can see here with the bonus amount of damage, it gets 48 amount of damage and 36% too. Not sure whether it works for the bonus amount of damage. Stun bring in, but Vengeful Spirit managed to stun Centaur up, and he will be burst down extremely quickly. Drow Ranger gets the kill on that. They might even get a T2 right there. Very nice reaction there from the Vengeful Spirit. Centaur Warrunner blinks in and stuns him up immediately. Otherwise, the Vengeful Spirit would likely go down right there. And they will get a T2 extremely quickly. Looks like they're rotating bottom. The high amount of burst damage, a high amount of bonus damage actually giving them a lot of pushing power. So even though the heroes like Lycan and all has been banned out, this lineup still has a crazy amount of bonus damage. Look at the Vengeful Spirit. She has 74 plus 132 damage, and the Luna has a bonus of 150. All of them have a bonus of about 100 damage. Except for the two cores, which have a bonus of 150. They do see the puck rotating onto the other side of the lane. They may look like they want to rotate into the Roshan. They will be able to take Roshan extremely quickly. So I'm not sure whether they're interested to do this. Looks like they will not. They will back off. All of Team CM is up, so I don't think they want to take any risk right there. With the two towers going down, yes, the Oh, I think the experience swing comes from a triple kill in mid to Luna. Both party wants to check. They will engage on the Roshan. Puck realize they are in the Roshan pit right now. They will not be able to take Roshan as quickly as the Radiant would have, so they may be able to engage back right here. Puck's ultimate is ready, and the slow will come in. Puck comes in, ultimate being dropped down onto 5. Skyrock Mage being burst down very quickly. A lot of magic damage come out. Luna does not have an ultimate. Luna is being burst down right now. Vengeful Spirit still alive. Backing out of this, but the Centaur Warrior will go down to ultimate. Wraith King will go down, but the ultimate is ready, and she will blink alive and trying to get the kill onto V-Sage right there. But the double stun will connect on deck, and the Vengeful Spirit throws out a stun. Wraith King will go down, and the PA is trying to escape from this. A double damage is on the Draw Ranger, who will just go in and finish this Roshan up. And there you have it, the crazy amount of damage working in favor of Team Auspicious right now. They got the levels to get the amount of damage that they need, and they are now pushing lanes and taking objectives in extremely quick manner. And look at that sharp curve going the other way. Now the slow climb down and now a sharp peak within a short period of time. So many kills given away. It looks like they are rotating top to get a T1 right now. A TP coming in from the PA. 4 heroes at the top. Now they are fighting 5. So spotted out by the Visage. Aura being thrown out. They will back off. No engagement right there. Centaur is still on the smoke. 3 heroes being revealed, giving more time for the Wraith King to come in, I guess. But the Radiant team will back off. They are not too interested to push this top T1. Ironically, the standard exchange of Radiant taking the top tier T1 and Dire taking the Roshan does not work in the favor of the Dire this time. Radiant will get the Roshan after a beautiful engagement, actually killing 4 of them and losing 2. I believe the Luna and the Puck went down. Visage stayed alive with some excellent stun onto the Wraith King, which blinks in, and of course a chain stun continuing by the VS there managed to prevent the Visage from going down. So that's a good save right there. And of course the swap out previously on the T2, I believe they fought on the T2. Swap out on Luna, keeping her alive, also doing a really good job right there. And the Dro just picking a crazy amount of damage right now. He has a bonus of 53, and this 53 applies to all the other heroes, as you should remember. Deny being mid-tier tower being denied right there. So it looks like they want to engage on the Luna. They are in the position. Smoke being revealed onto the Lion. So they do. Oh, I don't think the Luna sees her. The Luna walks in here but walks away, sees the rest. Starts being thrown out. Ultimate already pops. So the Centaur will take up a large amount of damage and go down onto the back lane. Wraith King will go down. It is already level 11. MIG on the Skyrock will go down extremely quickly. A lot of stuff. 4 staff being thrown out. Sure, 4 staff sniffy away instead. But swap will be used to save the Draw Ranger, who will bring down for a triple kill. Maybe even an ultra kill. No, the 4th kill going in the way of the Visage. Once again, you can see the high amount of damage aura working to the benefit of the Radiant team. 4 heroes going down an engagement on Luna, and all they get is Luna and losing 4 right there. Okay, that's why she forced off herself up instead. Yes, the Draw Ranger does have the... Oh, what's the Lion doing? Slow being thrown out might cost him his life right here. He will go down for a dominating kill from the Visage now. The whole lineup is just working into getting into power right now, and will throw down not enough damage to bring down Sniffy. Skyrock Mage force staffing himself out. Not sure whether that was... Okay, that was Vengeful trying to force staff him in actually. And they will get a lane of Rags, and they will rotate to the bottom lane and try to continue to force the tower down. Of course, Sniffy does have his Aegis, and she will go down to the feedback damage, and the Centaur Warrunner, which is extending himself, and will go down. Blink in onto the Vengeful Spirit, we stun her immediately, and Draw Ranger just shows up a large amount of damage right there, but it's a full Mystic Flare. It looks like she will go down following her revive onto from the Aegis, and Visage is in a bad position right now too. A lot of blink coming out, and she will go down. One familiar still left alive. So, but the Puck manages to get away and stay alive. So Puck has his Blink Dagger right now, no Dagon or anything just yet, just a Blink Dagger for mobility. Draw Ranger, I believe, has a Manta Star already. Yes, she does work. BKB already out too. BKB also out in the Luna. This is going to be very, very difficult from CM. CM relies on the early game magic damage to deal a lot of damage from Mystic Flare and Finger of Death and the stuns coming up. Now that the BKB are completed, the only thing that they have to deal with the 2 high power damage core is the PA. Working towards a Scepter, very, very close to a Scepter from the Visage actually. And the Vengeful Spirit has a Blink and a Falstaff. Ironically, the lack of wards early game has actually paid off. They are very, very rich right now. Both BKBs being picked up on both cores. And the Drow has a bonus of 52, which is shared by everyone else. And this bonus, 180 bonus. That's like half a Divine Rapier in bonus damage. Wonder what next agility item? Maybe an Eager's Horn being picked up by the Drow Ranger. That would give a significant amount of boost damage there. The PA blinks in, and the Vengeful Spirit blinks stunner. Their BKB being popped up, but silence up. Luna's aura being thrown up too, so the Wave King and the Centaur Warrunner will go down. Ultimate being used onto the Luna, which will be killed. BKB being popped here, so Wave King will go down to a Drow Ranger, and it doesn't look like the PA will be able to run from the amount of slow coming out. Look at the crazy, ridiculous amount of luck this PA has. That's the only thing keeping CM in the game, luck. That's just ridiculous. She dodged like 4 shots in a row from running away from the Drow. As long as one of them connects, the slow will allow the Drow to catch up and just kill the PA. So that's just a ridiculous amount of luck involved in this game for CM. Even the early game dive onto the tower, that was a crazy amount of luck involved too. And an extra Alpha Wolf being picked up, but will go down to the tower, I assume. Yes, it will go down to the tower. But Alpha Wolf does give an additional 30% damage. And looks like they are hunting for an extra wolf. No. PA farming up the Radiant Jungler as the Dire farms up the Radiant farms up the Dire's Jungler. They do spot this out though. Looks like they are interested to take this T2. Centaur Warrunner is looking for a kill. He does have a blink, so he doesn't need to worry about that. He blinks out, but the Lion is in position to be caught. He will not be caught right there, so he will be safe. The whole team rotating down. This looks like a trade. PA wants, I don't think you want to trade with this lineup. This lineup melts your tower. And a stun comes up onto MIG, who is in position, and a follow-up from the Luna. First stun being used on the Luna to get. Stun being thrown out onto the Puck and swap back onto the Lion, which will go down to the Luna too. Double kill for the Luna. Drow Ranger goes back and manages to defend the tower too. So this isn't a lineup you want to trade the tower with. They have a ridiculous amount of bonus damage, so you don't want to defend. You don't want to trade against this lineup. They just melt your tower way too fast. Look at that. Like 10 seconds and that's the whole thing going down. Double H being break out. A lot of damage being capped out. The Wave King coming in, trying to bring down the Luna, but will not be able to bring her down. The Blade Mail does go off. PA dagger in and blinks in and gets a kill onto the Luna. He gets a double kill too. Vengeful has already gone down, but Puck manages to blink out of there. And Visage does get out of there alive. Drow Ranger did went away because her aura is global for heroes. So it doesn't matter that she's not in the lane. All 4 heroes does still benefit from her bonus. I believe it's 59 right now. And she does back off. A Demon H will be picked up. MKB will be bought by the Joe Ranger. She does not want to deal with the luck of the PA right now. So there you have it. Roshan will come up in about 10 seconds maybe. Double damage is available this time, so the PA will get the double damage. And they will walk out right as Roshan spawns. Talk about luck. So you have dodge luck, but you do not have Roshan spawn luck. Looks like Vengeful Spirit is rotating towards the pit. Wants to check the pit out. She will see the pit. And they want to get this though. I think they managed to spot it. Yes, they do spot it. Everyone's going in. Draw Ranger does send an Elu up to scout, so they do see the familiar will go up too. So they do see, but look at the Roshan melt. Negative armor and everything. The bonus damage coming up almost 200 right now. It is 200. A blink in from the Vengeful Spirit trying to catch a PA, but the PA manages to blink away. Invisibility rune being left there, set there. So it looks like this Auspicious will want to bring this mid. Stun will connect onto the PA this time, and Ultimate PA will be able to BKB just in time to get out of there. Ultimate being used onto the PA will go down. Mystic Flag drop, but both support will be burst down in extremely quick manner. PA also in an extremely dangerous situation. He managed to blink away onto the Wraith King. TP in, trying to get a kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. Once again, beautiful stun connection, bursting the Centaur down before they could do anything. This looks like it will be GG right here. A T4, first T4 goes down, the second T4 goes down, and they will go on to the Ancient. Double damage being picked up right there, trying to burst down Fluffy, but will not be able to burst down. Chain stun, GG caught by CM. First game goes the way of Auspicious. There you have it, first game goes the way of Auspicious, and we will see you in a few seconds for game 2.